Record this video just to show people a fault that I currently have with the Volkswagen Touran. This is a relatively new vehicle. It's the R line. It's a diesel with a DSG gearbox. This vehicle does have personalization settings, dynamic chassis control and other functions that enable you to alter the driving parameters. So for example, over here you can go to the mode selector and you can change the driving mode. So currently it's on individual. You can set it to eco, comfort, normal. Normal drive mode is a sort of medium sort of setting for the vehicle. And when you drive the vehicle in this setting, if I just start the engine, what you'll see on the instrument cluster when I put the vehicle into drive is it goes to D1. So that tells me the vehicle is in the normal sort of drive mode. Okay, I'll put it back into park. Now, watch what happens when I change the drive mode. So let's change the drive mode to eco, for example, and then we'll come out of there. It's now telling me that it's set to eco, and if we put the vehicle into drive, you can see now it's on E1 because that's the eco setting. Right, let's put it into park. Watch what happens as soon as you turn the vehicle engine off. Turn the engine off, take the key out of the ignition. Not an uncommon thing that people would usually do. Get back in. Start the engine. Still in park, as you can see. Over here on the instrument display for the sat nav, etc., it's telling me that it's still on eco setting. However, when you look at the driver binnacle, and I'm pretty sure many other motorists haven't noticed this, if you go back to put the vehicle into drive, it's now on the normal driving setting. It is not on the eco setting that is being displayed here. Now, it also happens, back into park, if you go onto the mode here and you change it to individual, and in here you can see the chassis control is set to sports mode, so a bit of a stiffer suspension, steering is normal, and the drive is on eco. Okay, so you know it gives me the option to drive the car with stiffer suspension, which I prefer, not so boaty on a larger vehicle like this, but also enables me to conserve my fuel. Come out of there. Now if you look, it's now on individual setting. Okay, if I go into drive, you can see it's on the eco setting. I can change the gear settings if I want in the gearbox. I can put it into sports mode, for example, S1. I can tap it again, put it back into E1. So E1 is the setting, you know, economy is the setting for my individual driver setting. Put it back into park, and once again, turn the engine off, take the key out of the ignition, restart the vehicle. Again, you can see over this on individual, okay, which is a setting that it was last left on. However, as you can imagine, once you go back over and look at the instrument binnacle here, put the vehicle from park into drive, it's back onto the normal setting. The vehicle will not recall or save the last personalization setting, but not only that, if you go over to here and you put the vehicle onto the economy setting, eco, okay, says driving mode eco, look, and then you close that, that's fine. It's telling us it's on eco over here. All right, put it into drive, eco, fine, that's what you'd expect. Turn the engine off, get out of the car. I haven't opened the door, but trust me, it does it every time I unlock and get back in the vehicle. You know, it's not just because I haven't got out of the car. Turn the engine. So you can see over there, it's still saying eco. All right, if you look at the instrument display as well, just wait for that to come on. Yeah, okay, back over to here, put it into drive, and it's back on to the normal drive setting. It has not reverted to eco. It will not do it. Now, even if I go in and look at the driver settings here by pushing just the mode button, it's telling me this on eco, but we know it's not. Volkswagen have got a serious problem here because they're trying to ask motorists to drive more economically using all of this sort of thing, think blue, but yet they've defaulted the programming in all of these vehicles to default to the normal driving selection, not to the last saved setting, and certainly not defaulting to eco. It doesn't make any sense whatsoever. I have asked Volkswagen on the last service, the vehicle's first service, to look into this. They couldn't understand the problem until I showed them, and they were pretty surprised when I did. And we also went and had a look at another Volkswagen Touran. This was a Touran with a petrol engine, a relatively sort of new vehicle as well that they had in stock. Also got a DSG gearbox, and that vehicle does exactly the same thing. So it's not constrained to just my car. I'm pretty sure many other motorists out there have got a fault with their Volkswagen that they don't realise that is there. And I don't think that's a very good show for Volkswagen, and they really need to get on board with this and find a solution to fix the problem. If you've got this fault, I'd suggest you take it up with Volkswagen likewise. Thank you.